Okay, so I want to draw a powerful similarity between the Capitol riots and the healthcare pandemic. Okay, now, and if you don't know what that is, that's COVID-19. Actually, it's just COVID, just the COVID family. Okay, 19 and up, their legal age, and they've been killing people. So, look, what's the big problem? Okay, why did this happen? Why is it proliferating? Because both of these events are treated as events. And I'm talking about like a concert or something you watch on TV. People at the Capitol that went to the Capitol riot, they went there, they stormed in, they attacked, assaulted, officer died. One of the rioters died because she got too close, and the others let her test the waters of getting too close, and she got popped, and then they buried her, not in the cemetery. I'm talking about her name. I mean, she got killed, so they just said, well, she was a leftist, and she was sent there, and that's basically suicide for the greater cause of liberalism, is what they try to basically say. All the well-to-do people that showed up there, they watched not necessarily from afar, but close enough, and they were talking about, this is nice, this is great, it's a nice, wonderful day, look what everyone's doing. It was an event, and they even said those words. This is a great event, this is a fun event. I can't wait to tell my friends that I was here and all this. And these well-to-do people just went to watch the the lowbrow people do the dirty work while they just watched. And these people got in quote unquote trouble. They got in trouble. They stormed the Capitol, and they had intent to kidnap, harm, harass, torture, and or kill politicians. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that's intent. You got the zip ties, you got the guillotine, you got the noose, you got the strong arm weapons, and a police officer died. That's all intent. Did they all have the same intent? Honestly, mob mentality, it goes from intent to monkey see, monkey do. But it was all an event. So much of an event. They tried to take things as souvenirs. They, like at home, just forgot their phones and stuff like that. And then saying, and if you don't do what we want, we'll come back here again. Okay. Not one of them people thought that they would be in trouble for basically treason. None of them thought that they would get in trouble for this. So, yeah, if another one happens, and might I add, there have been consistent concerns of another like-minded event happening, or incident, or riot, or whichever you want to call it. But there's an event as something happening, and then there's an event as in, let's have fun. And they were having fun. And now think about COVID. And COVID predates this, yes. But COVID happens, people are torn between, is this real, is it not? Because it's surreal. In our lifetimes, there is a deadly assured virus that once you get it, you have a 98% chance of dying. And those are the healthy people. Now, the extreme healthy people, they only got like a 35%. And those statistics were being shown. I don't think they're great statistics, because you can't go with every human being in the United States. We're not going to talk about the rest of the world, but just the United States. And these people who didn't want to wear masks, didn't want to stay inside, didn't want to take it serious, they'll listen to anything and everything that will allow them to just do whatever they want to do and not adhere to safety. This and the Capitol riot, both no safety, no care, no forethought, no decency. They were seen as national events just to have fun or show your discourse at some group. And the COVID thing, what's the evidence? What's my evidence? The fact that these people are saying, well, post-COVID, COVID is over. There's still 1,000 people dying a day. Sometimes it's 800, sometimes it's 1,200. So the average is roughly 1,000 people a day are dying of COVID-related symptoms. Yes, it could be a heart attack, but that heart attack would not have happened if they did not have COVID in their system. Kidney failure, lung failure, some people, everything works fine, but for some reason, it was their brains. Very few, but it was their brains that shut down. Couldn't do anything. Brain shut down, everything goes with it. That's just what happens. The brain controls heart and other stuff, and your guts control a lot of other things too. Basically, the guts is almost like a second brain. So even though your brain might shut down, you still might have some, gut in there working. And none of these people cared. They didn't care. Doctors, nurses, surgeons, dying. Politicians, there's no COVID, dead. And then, civilians, just COVID ain't real, dead. But that's not enough. People, there was one dude, my grandma got COVID, she lived, why are you afraid? They don't care. They were treated as events, and that is the major problem that's happened between those two. Every time, and I'm guessing this, every time a new situation or problem arises, these privileged-minded people are going to treat it like it's an event. Whether they're angry or whether they're having fun, they're going to treat it like an event you go to, you do your thing, and then you leave, and that's it. Because they thought COVID was here, we did a few things, now we're going to fight those things that could keep us safe, and now that no one's saying that we have to do those things, the event is now over, so COVID is now over, despite the deaths that are still happening. And because of this mindset, this privileged mindset, COVID, which keeps having new variants every few months, there's another one coming out, that's getting stronger. And it's not that it's necessarily a new version of it. It just helps it spread better because people are going to get a good immune system towards this. And now COVID it wants to live. That's the idea. It gets in. You're healthy. You're vaccinated. It learns your system. It keeps replicating, learning your system, and you're spreading it when you cough or whatnot. You're still spreading it, and it's learned your system enough. It goes to someone that's not as strong. Then it blows up with everything it's learned from you and them. That's how viruses work. So I'm just saying, pay attention. This is not an event. It's not. And it should be treated serious. And I wish that would reach everyone. It won't. So, because if it would reach anyone and everyone, then it would have reached everyone over a year ago. 2 years, really. I wish that I had the words to make things right and get people on the right path to, living and not hurting anyone else, but I don't. Take it little bit by little bit and keep marching, and what they say, the journey of 1,000 miles began with a single step, baby steps, whichever it takes to get it going, that's what we're doing. So y'all help me to help you, to help everyone else, and hopefully everyone pays it forward and we can do some positive things. Actually end the pandemic, get politics going right and things like that, and for the people. And I ain't gonna lie, saying that after everything that's done happened, I'm like, oh, that makes some conflict in me. But hey, y'all take it easy, chill, and talk to you next time.